Hello, welcome to Perfectly Misfit. This is what Rene looks like when he feels like fucking garbage. And we just got demonetized because I dropped a hard F bomb in 5 seconds.
Not that monetization has ever done anything for us.
Yeah. Welcome to Perfectly Misfit, podcast where Dan and I get together once a week to shoot the shit, catch up on life, talk about other podcasts, TV shows, and movies, and food. Uh, I am sick as fuck right now. I had a sore throat for the past couple of days, and then this morning I just woke up like so congested. I I used a bath towel to blow my nose.
Gross.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. You know what? It's supposed to go in the laundry tomorrow anyway. But like, yeah, I had to blow my nose like 4 or 5 times before I could breathe this morning, and then I got like achy body. I've puked a couple times. Um, I it was like 60 something degrees today, and I was like shivering under the covers all day. Your boy is
Oh,
fucked up.
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, man, and like it really sucks because like the past couple of days, like at work, I'm telling people, hey, make sure you go enjoy that beautiful weather this week. Look what it fucking got me.
Kids these days, I tell you, that's what you get
Yeah,
for being nice.
I went up to like 64 today, and then like it's supposed to snow the whole weekend. This
That means
fucking
that it's
city is
coming towards me
weird.
most likely. That sucks because it's been like high, like mid 30s all week. So it's nice because a lot of the snow melted that we got. So um, that's kind of nice. But 60s, man,
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't know. I don't know if
61
I could
today, 64
see.
tomorrow.
I don't think I could do 60s in January.
Oh, that hurt my chest. Oh,
So what's going on this week beyond being sick?
um, ain't shit, man. Ain't shit. I I might or might not have not done my taxes for the past like couple of years.
Oh Jesus
So
Christ!
yeah, I got on top of that. I got I got like 1099s I'm going to be sending out, and then by the end of this week. Um, but yeah, besides that, dude, I don't know. I'm like, I guess I've been feeling down the last couple of days, but I didn't realize it because you know how you and I work. We just power through. Yeah, we got
Right?
work. We got work to do, but yeah, I am 6 shades of shit right now. Like,
Well, I did my taxes this week as well. There's some things I had put in after uh, to make sure I get a return. But
yeah,
like even with like my kid credit, because I have two boys, but I only get one. I only get to claim one. I was still only getting $12 back, and I was like,
no,
what the fuck? And thanks Trump tax plan from 2017. Everybody thinks he's such a great president, but no, he fucked us. Anyway, so I was like, oh yeah, I did donate some stuff, and I have receipts for that. I may just be getting enough for my new girl.
fair enough.
So whatever, they can come back and try to bite me on it, which they probably will, and then I'll be like, oh, I meant last year.
Oops.
And then they'll check that year, and I'll be like, I meant the year before. And then, no, I'm just kidding. I don't fuck around on my taxes. That's the one thing the government will always fuck you in the ass.
Yeah.
Always, no
What do
loop.
they say? The only thing
But
guaranteed is death and taxes.
dude, I am literally getting $12 back from the government, from the uh, like the government, and then my local taxes back. I'm getting like $400, which I was like, okay, which is literally almost enough for my new girl. I need like 300 more, and then I'll be good.
as much driving I do for work, it's the only reason I'm like almost always guaranteed to get a return. It's because like I'm independent contractor, so like like I can claim like clothing and gas and car insurance and shit like that. I mean, it really just barely balances out, and I probably get about same thing you got, like 400.
It's
I
ridiculous.
remember I did a podcast, an episode of a podcast we no longer affiliate ourselves with, and I remember the day that what you said, fucking when Trump fucked up all the taxes shit. Uh, like I used to get like 1,200, and then like Trump comes into office and I'm getting like 450, and I'm like, what? Like that?
Last
You
year I
know,
got like $3,000, and then the year before that I got $4,000, and like the year and like that was like normal. So I was expecting because I claimed zero on my taxes, like at work, because I'm like I want that big payday at the end, because then it's like boom, I got to pay off credit card debt that I occurred over the year, whatever. No, like this year, I got railroaded, and like I I feel like the government's cum is still dripping out of my ass. I really just did the fucking taxes yesterday, and I
so
was just like, what the fuck?
so speaking of which, well, this would be a nice little transition or segue. Have you heard or read the Vince McMahon text messages?
I heard about them. I didn't read any of
Um,
them because I am sure he's like 80 years old. I don't want
yeah,
to fucking hear an old ass man. I'm gonna be that old ass man. All right, when I get older, you
yeah, you
know,
are. Yeah, I
sending
mean,
those
like
text messages.
just because of like you were what you said sounded exactly like what he said, and he's like telling this girl like, I want to watch you get fucked by three big black wrestlers
Oh Jesus
and
Christ!
have fucking cum coming out of all your holes. Like
Nice.
he literally said that. I was listening to the bonfire
I don't.
while making
I don't
dinner
want to
earlier.
watch anybody else fuck my girl. Jesus Christ, that's weird.
He's he's to some
But he's a
shit.
billionaire, so he's probably done everything. So it's like, whatever. He wants to
That's what they
see.
always say is like, these billionaires get into boys because like they have so much money, they've already done everything else. So they're
Yeah,
like, let's
I'll
just
be
try to
broke
get dudes.
forever. I'll be broke forever. It won't matter. It's just
Well,
that's bullshit, dude. But
it's oh yeah. I mean, between that and then uh, that and apparently he shit on some girl's head during
the
an orgy.
like that dude from McAfee, the whatever. When your mom's house brought that shit up. Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. I used to lay under the hammock and he was shit in my mouth. What? What?
I I watched your mom's house today. I watched the Joe DeRosa episode.
I
It's pretty funny.
I didn't watch your mom's house. I was catching up. So work has been crazy this week. Like just super busy. So I made sure I watched Dudesy
I haven't
because
watched it. I'm still behind. I think I'm an episode and a half behind.
okay,
Lovell found his squeak toy.
we
I
have
don't know
no
if you did.
spoilers. It's not even a spoiler that they didn't talk anything about the lawsuit, obviously. So uh, we made the announcement that our favorite podcast is getting sued by the estate of George Carlin, uh, and um, yeah, no, they didn't talk about it at all. So it makes me think that Dudesy's recorded like a week prior,
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure.
Like so. I don't know. Like I would think it would be like recorded like a couple of days, but like it was like a week ago when they announced they were getting sued. But I hope
Whoa.
that
Really kind of
you know
cool.
that doesn't actually affect the show, and it makes me nervous because I dude that would suck if we lost Dudesy.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm already still mourning the loss of Scissor Brothers. No announcement, just out of nowhere. Like, I mean, I guess they made an
The other
announcement.
major announcement this week,
What was the other one?
like it's like the biggest announcement ever, and it's a travesty.
Maybe what is it?
Brendan Schaub is retiring from comedy.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I was like, good. I've never seen your comedy. I would never fucking watch your comedy. You are a douche canoe.
Yeah, I watched his special, Gringo Poppy, and it was terrible. It was probably one of the worst specials I've ever seen. But yeah, I wonder what. So he's just gonna do podcasting, I guess. Now that's it.
Who knows? Like him and Theo, they ended the King and the Sting, right? Because they got into a huge money argument. So now it's just like the Brendan Schaub's show and Fighter and the Kid. I haven't watched Fighter and the Kid since Brian Callen got kicked off the from the Bobby Lee shit, and because I love Bobby Lee so much, I've not watched it since. I
Yeah,
wouldn't do that. Like I feel like I'm cheating on Bobby Lee, and the Fighter and the Kid wasn't funny unless Will Sasso was on it anyway. So like,
I rewatch those episodes all the time just because the way he fucks with them is so great. The way he fucks
God,
with Luke Ryan.
I only like the ones with him and Callan anyway. Like when Schaub's in there, Schaub fucking ruins whatever bit's going on.
I mean, like, you know, I like that. Cause fucking Callan is an old man, you know,
Yeah.
and like Will is a little older, but like not older than Brian. And like when they did like that whole thing about like when they started doing Montel Jordan, this is how we do it, and it was just like that. I love that moment because like only Brendan and Will Sasso knew the song, and Brian Callen's just trying to pretend that he's not 1,000 years old. He's like, no, I know that song. I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy, okay, old man. Another good episode, if anybody wants to go back, the Nick Swartzen episode. That, like, I don't know if you ever saw Nick Swartzen on Fighter the Kid. Oh my fucking god, that was fucking hilarious. I'm talking about like Nick Swartzen just being a piece of shit to Brian Callen the whole episode.
Yeah.
He's like, just
I'll go back and watch that.
yeah, that's
I'll watch that one.
Yeah,
I like the ones with Chris D'Elia and Will Sasso as well.
Yeah, those are good.
Like that's the only time I found Chris D'Elia funny. Like he's not funny at all to me. Like,
I mean, when him and Brian are together, it's like I've seen them on the Fight Companions. I'm like,
okay,
fucking Brian Callen's trying to get all like smart and like scientific, and he's like, yeah, well, I think it's about there's a deficiency of glycogen, and then Chris D'Elia is just like, shut up, you're talking about fucking glycogen. Do you have a lab coat on? Because if I turn my head, you don't have a lab coat on. You should be talking about glycogen. One of my favorite fucking moments.
I like the one where Chris D'Elia wears sunglasses in there, and Brian keeps asking him to take them off and shit.
The future's too bright.
Disrespectful.
The future's too bright.
Why do you have a tattoo of a flame on your arm? Because I'm on fire! Like, that's the same episode.
On Back in Black on his
funny.
You play Back in Black on his phone.
Yeah, again, but Chris D'Elia's comedy is not funny, especially his new special. Have you seen that? That was, dude, it was fucking dog shit.
I really feel like, a lot of these dudes, who the fuck am I? It's just my opinion, but like, once they start making the money, they're not as funny.
Yeah.
Fucking Tommy Buns, exception to the rule. Like, but also, a lot of his funny is just revolving around him being an asshole, an asshole to his mom, or an asshole to his kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's it's not like he's like writing jokes. Like he's just doing impressions. Tommy, I am your mother. Like like
Yeah.
he's just replaying shit from his life.
Well, Tom's not a jokey joke comedian. He's a
He's a story
storyteller.
guy, but I mean, like, I still miss like bikes.
Oh, dude. That was like that.
You the bikes.
Mostly Stories is by far his best special.
Yeah,
The next special after that, where like it was done like almost like pre-pandemic, and they put way too much makeup on his face, and he looked like a fucking clown. That Ball Hog, in my opinion, is his worst special. And then this new special, I thought his new special was great. I thought it was super funny. Um,
I'll have to watch it.
I can't remember what it's called, Coming Everywhere or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I know that was the name of the tour, but I don't know if that's the name
Maybe not.
of the
I'm too
special.
sick to give a shit, really.
Yeah. Um, but I say I haven't watched any new comedy specials lately. I know there's been a couple released on YouTube, but I haven't watched them.
Yeah,
And then the ones that are released on Netflix are just like people one I've never heard of. Which, if you're not in the podcast community of comedians, I probably haven't heard of you. And then a podcast that I actually like, so I definitely wouldn't heard of you. Uh,
Kyle Kinane just dropped one on YouTube. I think today or yesterday. I'm gonna
okay,
watch.
I'll
I'm gonna
check
watch
that
that
out
one.
tomorrow.
Kyle
I love
Kinane.
Kyle Kinane.
Yeah, he's awesome. Um,
His "This Is Not Happening" stories were fucking epic.
yeah, yeah. Between him and Joey, those are some of my favorites.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Mark Norman.
Did you see Uncle Joey on Rogan? I think they did like
Uh,
a. I think they did a fight companion. I don't watch the fight companions, but like I'll watch the clips.
okay, I've
Uh,
seen clips. I haven't watched it yet, and I've been meaning
there's
to.
there's a clip where these motherfuckers start doing smelling salts. Like they've got like bottled smelling salts that like power lifters they like take a
Right.
whiff and they could do like a bigger fucking. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like him, Schaub, fucking Eddie Bravo, like trying to be like, I don't want to do that shit. And then he's like, come on, cocksucker, you gotta fucking do that shit. And it's like it was the funniest thing because like they all just made the ugliest faces. Like it's like they open the bottle and then like they keep it like down here and they're just like it's just it was hilarious to see all four of them just like oh, it was like
Yeah.
something out of a horror flick. And
I'll
then like
check
and then
it out.
Joey's like then Joey goes he goes this shit makes me want to hear the intro music to the fucking Blade movie when they're in that fucking rave and shit. Like they put it on the headphones. He gets up and he's like doing all the fucking raver dance shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a great fucking clip, man.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I guess that means Joey was visiting Texas. I wonder if he did some sets in at the mothership.
I hope so, because
I
he
mean, if
supposedly
you're on
retired.
yeah, if you're on road. No, he retired for a little bit, but then like he was doing spots in Jersey.
Okay.
You know, I don't know, but even still, like, are you gonna say no to fucking Joe Rogan, cocksucker? Like, you
So
know what I
I
mean?
watched Bobby Lee on Joe Rogan. Did
I
you
haven't
watch
watched that one yet. I'm looking forward to that. I want to be able to like. I'm hoping like tomorrow I feel a little better. I can go back to work and like if I have like a good long drive, then
Well,
I'll fucking throw that bitch on.
Bobby Lee is making the rounds. So you know what
Yeah, he
that
was
means.
on what else? He was on Burt Cast as well.
He was on Burt. He's on I think he's on We Might Be Drunk.
Okay.
He was on I think he's on Tim Dillon
Hmm.
podcast. He's making the rounds, so it means something. That he's finally doing something.
Maybe, hopefully. I mean, I'm still wondering when we're gonna get the fucking Borderlands movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm fucking still holding my breath on that shit.
It's probably gonna go straight to Netflix at this point.
I mean, it's Kevin Hart though. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
Kevin Hart just did a movie for Netflix and went straight, for Netflix. It's called Flight or whatever.
Huh. Um, we'll get into food and then we'll fucking wrap this bitch up because I need to get back into bed. Um, I I sent you a picture. I tried my version of kale and beans this week. I
Okay.
did it. Yeah, I did it twice. First time I did it with kale, beans, and zucchini, and then the second time I did kale, beans, uh, potatoes, sweet potato, and corn. Man, I like. I didn't know what to expect, but I mean, like, I know how to make beans. I'm a Puerto Rican, so like any self-respecting Hispanic knows how to make rice and beans. Um, it was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Started off with the Lulio suggestion: a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, some red chili flake. But yeah, like basically just like start cooking up the beans, like getting all the fucking flavors, blended together, and then just throw a bunch of disgusting ass kale on top and put the lid back on, and it all just like simmers down and like shrivels down. It was actually really good. And then like I had the second time I made it, I made like too much. I had some the next day, and the flavor got better. And when I
Okay.
reheated it, yeah, when I reheated it, I threw a couple fucking frozen meatballs in that bitch.
Okay.
This shit was fucking balls, fucking hog. I think the fucking
I
Theraflu.
made tacos
I
tonight.
think the Theraflu is starting to kick in.
I
Like,
made tacos tonight. It was really good. Um,
what was? Oh, Joe DeRosa talked about his fucking uh, uh, death meal, like his what's it call that? Death row meal
okay.
is
Last meal.
yeah, would be a taco kit, like an old El Paso taco kit. And I was like, respect, all right.
That's what it was. It
Oh,
was.
was it?
I'm not even shitting you. White people tacos.
Hey,
But I
I
did add cilantro in it, and
did. I didn't know he mentioned this. Did you know Taco Bell makes one?
mm-mm.
He said there's a fucking Taco Bell taco kit. Now, I imagine that's got to be bomb as fuck. Because if you use like good quality meat, and not like processed cardboard to look like meat,
Right.
I bet you that
Has to
shit's
be
probably
better.
bomb. Yeah,
I'll have to check that out. I'll see if I
yeah.
can find it.
I'm sure it's gonna be like a Walmart kind of thing. Next time I'm at
Yeah.
Walmart, I'll check it out.
Yeah. That means I
Ugh,
actually have to go to Walmart, and I haven't done that in years. Dude,
I
I've been
love
going to
Walmart.
Aldi, man. Aldi's the shit. Do you guys have an Aldi there?
Nah, I've
Okay.
heard of them. I think like I've heard of them on the podcasts that we listen to. They talk about them like in other states. We don't have them here. We got King Supers and Safeway, and then
Okay.
we got like Sprouts, which is like just like a slightly cheaper Whole Foods, basically,
Okay.
like all organic and bullshit. And that's about it. Then the WalMarts and the Target.
Yeah, we have
Uh,
a Meyer and Walmart, Aldi, and some other little shit stores, but they're not worth mentioning.
I'm patiently waiting on a phone call for a job opportunity. I'm fucking praying for that shit to land, bro. Uh, we'll be paying like six figures. It'd be nice.
Nice.
Uh, if that fucking lands, then we're gonna ball the fuck out on 4th of July. I'm
Sounds
gonna
good,
fucking,
buddy.
you fucking drop a grand on fireworks.
Yeah, that's I already do. So
Like a lot of people I know, I haven't seen Dan in about 6 years or so, 5 years or so. And when I went out there, was driving towards his house. I visited 3 different friends, and like from the second to the third, Dan being the third, I stopped and picked up fireworks for him and I to get fucking drunk as shit and set him off in the middle of the night. We went to the bar, come back, and we were like, it's only 15 mile per hour wind gusts. Let's fucking pop off some fireworks.
We lit a fire.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We had like an actual fire.
Yeah, we had like a bonfire, and we're like, and the wind was blowing. Dude, I was so nervous that we were gonna catch the neighbor's trees on fire because my bonfire pit at that time was like at the far end of my property. It's since moved because of that, but yeah, that was such a good fucking time. Good time.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, how come we never went to a supermarket? But I think I did go with Sheila and her husband. But I don't know. We're going to wrap this bitch up. We wrap up very simply, but it's also not as simple as I make it sound. We ask everybody to tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow isn't promised. Dan and I, unfortunately, have chosen lifestyles that are not conducive for the best health. Dan and I, we like to drink, we party. But our friends like to party hard as well, and sometimes we lose them very quickly and with no notice. So, besides hitting like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend, blah, 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 blah. Tell somebody you love them. It's really important to us. Life is very fleeting. I feel like shit. I'm going to go back into bed and probably play some Overwatch very poorly because now I'm high on fucking... I didn't know you needed like a driver's license to get Theraflu. So it's like, oh shit, this shit must be really fucked up. Dan, I love your face. You can see by my face, I am flushed. I look like shit.
I'm quite tasty.
All right, brother. We'll see you guys next week. Be safe. Have fun.